Yeah, hi, I'm Susan McNaughton. My company, Sandcastle Holidays, has two holiday cottages, one based in Edinburgh and the other one based in Crail in Fife. And I have an additional business which is assisting small businesses to get started with their social media. So that element of it is part of why I try to go to as many of the new technology events as possible. Our holiday cottages both have Facebook pages, we're active on Twitter, and we're also looking at different ways of engaging with our potential guests through whatever location-based means makes sense, bearing in mind that we are a very small business. I'm quite active in using location-based services, so several of the apps that were mentioned today I had already used as a consumer. So I'd used the Fringe app, I'd used the Ian Rankin app. The sorts of things that I'm interested in doing is introducing those apps to people who come to visit Edinburgh. So to showcase Edinburgh in its best light, by the use of the technology that's available to help people to get around Edinburgh. So various tour apps that might be available would be one of the things that I would introduce guests to my properties. And the one that I learnt most about was Yelp. Wasn't one that I had been using, and the prospect of being able to use that for reviews, I'll certainly look into to see what sort of experience that would give the user as they went around the city to find out more about the businesses, because visitors who come to the city maybe haven't done as much research before they come. It's like you say, turn up and go. So once they get here, what is available for them to actually interact with? And that's where sessions like this are really important, to find out more about what we as a city are doing to present ourselves to tourists. They're very useful for getting to know who's who in tourism in Edinburgh, so that if you have an issue, you know the names of people to get in touch with. They're excellent for networking with other businesses who are similar to yours, and they're also a good opportunity to find out what businesses who are at the leading edge of development are doing, so that you can look at those and decide from what business leaders are doing, which elements of those are appropriate to your own business. When you're out there and being active in, let's say Twitter for example, you can actively recommend to people who are thinking about coming to Edinburgh, or perhaps who are already here. You can help people, and by helping people they get to know you, and by getting to know you they then recommend you to others. So for example, as an accommodation business, I'm already winning business directly through Twitter, because other people that I've got to know through Twitter will recommend a holiday property to a friend or to a contact. I've got a booking next week from someone coming from Canada who happens to be in touch with someone else in Edinburgh who's also offering services like this. So you just don't know where your next piece of business is coming, but if you're not there, you're not going to win the business at all.